In this video, let's start with some preparation prerequisite for mini project. There is one important point, that is FlexCard Actions, that we need to understand before starting with mini project. These are the previously completed playlist and we are here now. Let's try to have a high level understanding of FlexCard Action element. In this video, we will go through it, what, when, how it can be used, what are the simple use cases where action element can be used, and later on in upcoming videos, we will implement all the action types one by one. So what is action element? Action element is required whenever user wants to perform some operation. Whenever user click on button, icon, etc., some operation gets performed at backend and we are able to get our expected outcome. Why it's required, when it's required, whenever we want to improve user experience. Let's understand this with the help of some use case. Like when we click on the button, one URL gets open for additional information. Let me show you this with one of the use case. Now for example, this is a FlexCard for customer overview. Here there is a button, view detail profile. Now when customer click on this button, he will be redirected towards detail profile of the customer. So this is the use case. A button is, when click, it will be navigated to another URL, another record for additional information. We can have similar kind of adding an action to existing element, or if we click on the image, there is an action element. We can do all these things in the upcoming videos. How we can do it? There are two ways to add action in the FlexCard. One is the action element itself, or another way, there are some elements which support the action element. Now, which are the action types that we can use in our real-time projects? So these all are the action type that we can use it. And again, these action types are having sub action types as well that we will learn in the upcoming videos. Now let's understand some sample use cases where these action types can be used, can be implemented. These sample use cases may help beginners to understand whether I can use action element here or not. If yes, how I can use it. How to implement that we will see in the upcoming videos. In this video, let's understand how these use cases can be implemented. That theoretical discussion we will have. So in this example, if end user click on this button, he will be navigated to some other page. Let's say he wants to see record page of this customer. Then we can have here navigation action to record page of this customer. You may think that it is the only case it will be navigated to record page. No. If we click here, if we configure navigation action accordingly, it may navigate to record page, it may navigate to list view of that object, or it may navigate to another FlexCard, OmniScript, another community page as well. It depends on requirement and how we configured it. So based on that, it will be navigated. But here what I mean to say, if we want to navigate to record page or list view of the object, then we can configure the navigation action type. Another one, suppose here this customer is having this one of the FlexCard and there is one button, raise dispute. For example, Rajesh Kumar is a customer. He wants to raise some issues with his account. Then he will click on this button. The moment he click on the button, we will be navigated to OmniScript. And this is the action type. How we can launch OmniScript from FlexCard. So OmniScript will have, as already we learned it, some n number of screens, and these screens will be navigated from one to others. So after clicking on this button, OmniScript can be launched. Similarly, there are again some action types. Let's understand how we can use this action type with the help of this one example. In ABC Bank, there is a customer. This customer is holding some accounts and cards. For example, in this saving account, customer wants to see some more details about this account. Then he will click here. The moment he click here, he will be able to see another child FlexCard, and that's as a flyout. In fact, we have implemented this action type as a flyout in the past. If I can show you, This is about the last to last video where we have implemented this one FlexCard. If I click on this button, I will be able to see contacts of this account only. If I click here, see, I'm able to see all the contacts of this account. So all these contacts are there as a part of the flyout. How we implemented that? So if I open this action element, and this is the flyout, you can see here. Okay, so similar one we will implement for this kind of use cases as well. So that is also one of the action type. Another action type, if we can see here, whatever number of records this customer is holding, for example accounts or cards, for those many cards are created here. Saving account, this is the one card. If we are able to see this UI correctly, so there are 4 cards actually. It means there will be a 4 records for this customer. If I want to select specific 1 or 2 cards, then I will check this. The moment I will check this card will be selected. When I say card is selected, it means what? All the information in this card will get selected. All information in this card or complete record for this specific saving account will be selected. You will think why? It may be useful in further processing of this application. We may need to check the details or transaction of this account or any other purpose. So whenever there is a requirement to select a card, we can use this setup card actions to update FlexCard action type. Another real-time example is, suppose you are working in the insurance application and there is a requirement that corresponding client is providing some n number of products. Suppose product 1, product 2 and product 3. Customer can select more than one product. So customer selected the first product. If customer wants to select another product, it will be selected. So out of 3, 2 products are selected, and with these 2 products, next journey, code to one journey, etc. will be taken further. So if you want to select more than one card or one card, we can always go for this card action as an action type. Now in this case, if we select this and if I click on this proceed button, after clicking on this button, only the screen of selected accounts should get open. Then how we can do this? In our OmniScript, let's see, this is the OmniScript. In this OmniScript, we will embed this FlexCard. This FlexCard will be embedded. So whatever cards or whatever accounts is selected, and after clicking on proceed, once we select this and this update OmniScript JSON code, if this event is configured, if this action type is configured, then this action type is going to update OmniScript JSON. And based on this JSON, corresponding screens will be displayed. At this moment, it may be difficult for you to understand, but I want to tell you, if such requirements are there, then we can always go for this action type. Definitely, we are going to implement this in upcoming videos. I just want to give you high level overview of how, when we can use action type. This is also one of the action type. If I click on the benefits, security, a flyout can be configured. If I click here, the flyout will get open. It will show us all the benefits. So whenever we want to show some static kind of information or some information for a moment as a flyout, we can use this action type. Another last but important point is, we can use the events also here. For example, customer is seeing the recent transaction. At the same time, another transaction happens, or customer wants to refresh it. We can click on this button, refresh button. Once we click here, the event gets published and data source for these all transactions will be refreshed, and we are able to see one entry here. Depends if entry is successful or like that. How it's configured, accordingly we will be able to see one entry here. So this is also one of the way we can configure the action element. So this is what high level overview of what is action, what are the action types, and when, in what use cases we can implement this. So that's for this video. If you understand this something from this video, try to answer this question, just a knowledge check. Feel free to mention your answers, or if any doubts, in the comment section. From next video onwards, we will start with action types. and the first action type will be a navigation. So let's meet in the next video. If you understand something from this video, subscribe the channel, like and share it in your network. Thank you for watching.